Impulse Control, the 250th episode of Chicago PD Season 13, is a decent mid-season finale. The hour is a nice blend of tension and thriller, and the show does a fantastic job of developing the character of Raymond Bell, who was first introduced a few episodes ago. However, the episode feels a little flat due to the absence of personal tales, especially since the characters are the reason we've reached 250 episodes. Chicago PD is arguably one of the TV procedurals most likely to produce episodes that focus solely on the case and reveal virtually little about the characters. And it does occasionally work. It's not a horrible hour. We want Bell to be apprehended, and the entire episode is captivating. We support and encourage the crew. Simply said, case-heavy episodes are the reason we don't watch procedurals. Especially for a milestone episode, we anticipated the hour to be about anything else. The dynamics of the squad, one of the team members, anything that gave us real depth. Instead, the characters we have to watch for hours on end have very little depth, and we get far too much of a frightening guy. Generally speaking, I have not been a fan of this show's dependence on character hours rather than having distinct character-based A, B, and C plots. I've always thought Chicago Fire is a much better program because it's much more balanced, and even if it doesn't have many character-heavy episodes, we still feel like we know those characters better than most people on Chicago PD. However, the program has done a far better job this season of incorporating the team into everything and giving Voight the role that most suits him. He is neither a saint nor a villain, but rather an anti-hero who will stop at nothing to uphold his moral convictions. Although we shouldn't be rooting for him, there are moments when it's difficult to do so. But we don't get much of that in this hour. We learn more about Evie Monty's relationship with Voight and how similar she is to him in that she will break the law to aid others. But it feels more like reiterating what we previously know than adding anything new. Given how much the show emphasizes how similar the two characters are, the confirmation that she would reportedly appear in the Voight episodes feels like something, but not much. Because we know nothing will happen to her, the cliffhanger feels anticlimactic as a result of all of that. Even the reference to Chapman is a hint at what might be, but isn't. At least not just now. Because this hour doesn't give a damn about the characters' identities or what we can discover about them. It just wants us to take up this matter at this time. And that is only effective to a certain extent. Because even while we might interact now, it doesn't actually create anything for the future.